Dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, one morning, my dad woke me up. Hey, son, wake up. What, Dad? I'll teach you today how to ride a cycle. I was so tired. I slept late at night watching cartoons. And I was sleepy. But I said what any other child would have said to his father. Okay, Papa. As soon as I stepped out, I saw a brand new cycle awaited me. My heart started jumping up and down with excitement, with joy. I was carefully observing the cycle. As soon as I reached the rear wheel, I noticed the absence of training wheels. And I was shocked. And I was standstill. What? I had never ridden a cycle before. Dad felt it. He said, son, I'm here. Don't worry about that. Okay. I placed my small bum on the small seat of the small cycle and I pushed a pedal. Slowly the cycle moved forward, staggering. I was riding a cycle. My dad was shouting, hey, carefully! What are you doing? Don't look right! See the potholes! And he was kept shouting at me while I rode the cycle. Who made their kids do so much exercise on the first day? My dad made me do that on the daily basis. And I became excellent in riding a cycle and it stopped exaggerating. Joyfully a day came when I decided to do something more. I just pushed the pedal a bit harder, a bit fast. Now this time, my cycle didn't stop. But as soon as it crossed some path, I looked back to tell my dad that, hey Dad, see how I'm riding? But I was just shocked that my dad was far behind. With this, I lost focus and I fell on the ground. My dad came running to me. He said, son, he smiled and said, son, are you okay? Come on, let's go home. With that commitment, with that failure, I decided to overcome my fear. For the very next day, I pushed the pedal even faster. And with that, I decided to put my maximum efforts in putting the cycle to move forward. The standstill wind, it touched me. And the feeling of speed, it gave me pleasure. The speed that I was leaving all things behind and I was moving at the fastest track, it made me feel like that I was the king. My dad was again shouting, son, you are going too fast. Look for the potholes. You will crash into someone. What are you doing? Come on. I didn't listen to him. And what happened? My foot slept with the pedal and the cycle fell. And I was again on the ground. And this time I wept and my knees bled. But what was injured was my pride. As I knew that I can face my fears, I can fight them, but I can never recover from the foolishness if I repeat it. So for the very next day, I decided to not stop being foolish. I woke up even the sun. I took the cycle off the stand and I just went on a ride and I rode for miles. And then I came back home and woke up Dad and told him, Dad, I rode the cycle for miles. I'm successful. See? He told me one thing. Son, you have not only learned to ride a cycle today, you have learned to walk on the road of life. He told me how handle was my focus, pedals my hard work, cycle my success on the road of life. With the speed of my pride and the potholes of relationships I can fail in. He taught me the valuable lesson of the life when we need to be very careful. With this, Toastmasters evening.